What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch left. Watch left. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
He's checking it.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now it's Crowder. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
I don't even know why. Ready? 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Ready? Go, Mike with you on. Mike with you on. Hey, let's come. Hey, Haywood. Ready? Let's go. Ready?
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And he's got a new one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Darnold from the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Ready? Check. Switch.
Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Check. Ready? Check. Hot route. Hot. Check. Ready? Reset. Kill. Turn. General West. Kill. Turn up. Alert flare. Reset.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Jets field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them their respect. They deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Everyone got 4 down. Alert, alert, alert. Watch twins. Shift. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, 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 kill. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's a party now. Check 99. Check 99.
Allen hands off to McCoy. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch the out. Watch the out. 57 to Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into...
There he goes, right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 88 yards, and the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54 Mike. I hope he brought to 61. Matchbox lights. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
51 to Mike. 51 to Hey, high 7. Watch the slant. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Red 80. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 50. Hey, exit.
From the 38, Darnold. O'Neill's got it, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Young lady. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Check.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackle back at the 35-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's coming.
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
51 the mic, boys, 51. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 51 touch.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just about on his own goal line.
The Bills take over.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check safety, check safety. 57, Mike, 57. Here we go, here we go. Kill. Check time. 26. Watch the eye. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go. Hey, hold. Right there. 54, right there.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
57. Get that quarterback. Middle. 57's right. He's time to lead. 56. Check.
On first down, it's McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
I'm here all day. Shit. Hey, orbit. Pass 85. 57.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Next to score, Bills 14, Jets 13.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Darnold now to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie! You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Team 6. You're not ready. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Anunwa again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Young lady. 51.
To the air again, Darnold. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Bravo. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Get it, baby.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Jets on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. He's going to walk one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Stop. Alert! Hey, echo.
To throw again, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Say. No.
The give is to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike 51. Oh, you got deep? Yo, 80. Check 3. Check it back. Yo, 80.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Five. Mike 51.
Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
That's what I do. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. That's right.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Hey, Zoo! You!
He'll look to throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Hey, Delta! Right there, 54, right there.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56.
Back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
57, run! Here we go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, we're gonna sign. Hey, lady. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Go!
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And they will not be able to hook look up there. It's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Mike 51, too little, tap.
Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Lady, sweetheart.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out, 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check. Hey, tight. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing again. Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Bills, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll have another.